Hi, I welcome you once more again to the EmSAT review session. Today we are focused on a circle, the equation of a circle, and then we will look a little bit at the trigonometric equation. First question, they want us to write the equation of a circle. So we have to know the general formula of the equation of a circle. I believe that one will be provided for you. So equation of a circle is x minus h all squared plus y minus k all squared equals to r squared. Some book use a, b. It's just a variable. So whereby h and k is the center of the circle and the r is the radius of the circle. So they have given us the center and they have given us the radius. So here our h and k has been given as 3, -1, and our radius has been given as a square root of 6. So this one, you just plug it into the equation and that's it. So we are plugging it into the equation. Remember, the equation have negative in it. So every point is going to be opposite of it. Okay. So here is going to be x minus 3 all squared plus y, because it's negative and negative is going to be positive, plus 1 all squared equals to square root of 6 all squared. This is what you got to be careful. Some students might square only 6 and then that will lead them into a wrong answer. So here basically we can't do nothing. Looking at the multiple choice, we are not supposed to do any expansion, so let's go ahead and rewrite that. So x minus 3 all squared plus y plus 1 all squared. The only difference is that when you square a square root, it removes the square root away. So basically this is taking this away. So what we are getting is just the 6. You gotta know that that's the only skills that you need in order for you to get this answer. So now you look at the question. So there's a lot of trap. Some people might be here. Be careful, that -1 will make it positive. So the answer is going to be this one. Our next question is also equation. By here, the unit equation is underlined. A unit, when you talk about unit means 1. And then they are talking about quadrant 2. You don't need to really worry about quadrant 2, but this is the quadrant. This is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. So they are saying that the point is here. That's all. That's the reason why the x is negative. So, but it's not going to cause any changes. And then you have to know the unit equation of a circle. Unit equation of a circle is x squared plus y squared must be equals to 1, which is a unit. We are going to go, remember this is our x and this is our y. Square root of 7 on 3. Remember, you're going to square all of them because the x have to be squared, all squared. Plus, here they give us the y, so y squared equals to 1. Let me expand this one. So here, when you split this one, what is happening is that it's going to be negative root 7 all squared and 3 all squared. It's one of the property of exponent. It's falling on each of it. Plus y squared equals to 1. Here, when we square, a negative times negative become positive. So the whole of this is going to turn into positive. And when you square a square root, it goes away. So here, we're going to get 7 over 9 plus y squared equals to 1. Now they want us to find y, so we have to take this one here, combining like terms. So it's positive when it comes here. We want to make it 0, so when it comes here, it's going to be subtract. So we are going to get y squared is equals to 1 minus 7 on 9. Remember, every number is over 1, so you can write it so all of them will in the same form so that you can do whatever that you want to do. Here we get y squared. So you multiply the denominator, which is 9. Cross multiply, you get 9. You bring your opposing sign and then you cross multiply, you get 7. Y squared is equals to 9 minus 7 is 2. And here, they want us to find y, not y squared. So we're going to take square root here. Remember, anytime you want to get rid of the square, you take a square root and square root here. Now it's free. Square root of 2 is going to give us some kind of decimal. So let's keep it because we see a square root of 2 in the multiple choice. Square root of 9 is 3. And that is our final step that we can go. So we check and we see that it's supposed to be that. Let's look at the next question. This question is a transformation of trigonometry equation. So you need to know the general formula for that. You work for cosine, sine, and tan and all that. The general formula is y is equals to a sine bx plus c plus d, where the a is the amplitude, the b goes with the period, and the C is a phase shift, and the D is the midline, the vertical shift. But here the question is asking us to find the period. The period have a relationship with the B, as we said. The period is equals to 2 pi over B. The 2 pi is a full cycle of the oscillation. This is basically a little bit piece of physical science that is in the mathematics. So 360 is the same as 2 pi. So that's the rotation. Write our 2 pi. The B is this coefficient of the x. This is the B divided by 3 over 2. Basically, what is happening is that you have a whole number divided by a fraction. You just keep the division become multiplication and you flip the second fraction here. So it's become 2 pi times 2 over 3. You flip it. Every whole number is over 1. So 2 times 2, which is 4. You bring your pi. And then 3 times 1, which is 3. And that gives us the A. Let's do more on the trigonometric transformation equation, because normally a lot of teachers doesn't cover here. I get more questions from here that I want to copy it up for you to get more understanding. Here they want us to find a period, and as we said, I is equals to A cos BS plus C. You can use small letters or capital, it doesn't matter, plus D. And here they want us to find a period. So you find your period as 2 pi, the full cycle, divided by the coefficient of the x. And the coefficient of the x here is 2. So divided by 2. So here the period, 2 divided by 2 is 1. So you just get 1 pi, which is the same as just pi. So here you get A as an option. Now let's look at here. They are asking us to find the amplitude. So y is equals to A sine B x plus C plus D. The amplitude is the coefficient of the function, of the sine function. But one thing here that you have to know is that the amplitude is like a music. When a music is playing, how it's going up and down. So the amplitude is just how high and how low. So we don't consider the negative. So amplitude is always absolute. So as we are looking at here, the A is equals to -4, but it have to be absolute. And absolute of negative is positive. So here, that give us as an answer. Okay, let's look at the last one. Here they are looking for the amplitude. So the amplitude is the coefficient of the function. So here the A, which is the amplitude, is just 2 over 3, and it's absolute. Absolute of positive is just the same as the positive. So we get this one. Thank you very much for sticking with me all the way to the end. Please go ahead, subscribe, share with your friends who are taking the EmSAT, because I'm taking my time to give you all the information that you needed in order for you to come out successfully. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.